Hey, SallyBC here, and today I'm doing a video on Transformers Studio Series 8606 Leader Grimlock. So here he is in his very scientifically inaccurate T-Rex mode. This design was originally made when we thought T-Rex stood upright. Luckily, you can move him down to be a little bit more realistic, and I do personally prefer it like this. But this is incredibly show accurate. The proportions aren't completely right, but I do think it's for the better. There are some red detailing on the chest, as well as this Autobot symbol. It doesn't line up perfectly. Black, green, red, and blue rectangles on the tail. It's not impossible to tell these are the feet. You can see his robot chest in between his legs, and his hands are in his feet. But other than that, the figure is incredibly clean. There are a few 5mm ports in this mode, 2 on the side of each leg, and 1 on each side of the tail. There's a 3mm peg in the mouth. Unfortunately, there are these screw holes on the side of the head that are quite unsightly. He comes with 2 accessories, his gun, which can plug into any of the 5mm ports, and using these pegs and these slots on the tail, it can be stored on the back. He also comes with this wheelie. He has his own accessory. His slingshot is 3mm, so it can go in his hand, as well as core class hands. For articulation, there's a ball joint at the head, ball joints at the arms, a waist swivel, and ball joints at the legs. For comparison, here's a core class Kingdom Rat Trap, and a Battle Master Earthrise Run. He has these slots in his legs, and there are these pegs on the side of Grimlock's neck. They work with blast effects, and Wheelie can slot into them to ride Grimlock. There are also ports in the knees. Now he's riding Grimlock in a different way. There's also this peg under the left leg. That's used to plug him into the top of Grimlock's leg, but that's more for robot mode. As you may have been able to tell, he can only pull off one pose, and that's using his slingshot and riding Grimlock. So when he's not riding Grimlock, he's just doing this squat. For transformation, he doesn't transform. This thing sucks! He's a bad figure, a bad character that no one asked for and should have been replaced with a sword. That's not even to mention the fact that this was recently made obsolete by a core class version of the same character that not only looks better, but transforms. Now that that's over, for articulation, there's a hinge at the head, an opening mouth, a swivel at the neck, ball joints at the arms, so they can't go that far out, hinges at the elbow, legs can go all the way around and this far out, thigh swivel, a knee bend, and his toes, as well as this thing at the back, can go down. Like most beast modes, the articulation is quite limited, and I've never been able to get it to balance with the knees bend. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime and trailer, another Leader T-Rex, Kingdom Megatron, Kingdom Grimlock, the LEGO Creator Mighty Dinosaur T-Rex, a LEGO minifigure, my previous Transformers video, Siege Astro Train, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. Now for transformation, you want to start by coming to the head and just lifting it up like this. Then you're going to want to split the chest open and just flip it out like that. Take this, flip it up, then take this entire section and disconnect it and move it up and tab it into place. Then you want to split the tail, fold this section open, fold the tail tip in, swing it out, slide this across there, and then just fold this up, collapse this in, fold this out. Same for the other leg. You want to make sure this is tabbed into place and fold that down. Come to the feet and flip out the fists. And you're going to want to make sure you unclip the elbows. And here is Grimlock in his robot mode. That transformation is very similar to a lot of other Grimlocks, but perfected and incredibly satisfying. It ultimately results in this phenomenal robot mode. It is very accurate, except the proportions, just like the Dino mode. But also just like the Dino mode, that is definitely for the better. The less rounded shape of this figure makes him look so much cooler. The head also benefits from this. I personally think this looks better than the head from the show. The rich blue eyes are really nice as well. A lot of details from the Dino mode carry over to this mode. Like the coloured rectangles from the tail are now on the legs, and the Dino chest are now the wings, so have the red lines on them. These wings really do a lot for the silhouette, especially with the claws sticking out the top. The chest is gorgeous, with this awesome gold paint and smoky clear plastic with the Autobot symbol beneath. Good use of clear plastic. He's got the dino claws on the wrist. They can fold down, which covers up the hand, but you can fold away the hand if you prefer this look. I kind of wish there was the option to push these up against the arm just to kind of get them out of the way. The gun goes in his hand easily, and it's got 2 3mm pegs on the front. He's got a few 5mm ports, 1 on the side of each leg, 1 under each foot, 2 on the side of each arm, and 1 on the back. There's also a stand port here on the back. For articulation, there is a ball joint at the head, as well as this panel that can go up and down. The arms would be able to go all the way around if this kibble wasn't in the way. They can go this far out. Bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel. They can also go inwards. Wings can go in and out, as well as up and down. Waist swivel. Legs can go forward this far and back this far. Knee bend and an ankle tilt. This articulation is great. There are a lot of dynamic poses he can pull off. Wheelie can sit on his shoulder, as of course they were the legs in his Dino mode. And I just don't care. I'll be happy to finally forget about this guy after this video. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime, another Leader T-Rex, Kingdom Megatron, Kingdom Grimlock, the LEGO Creator Mighty Dinosaur T-Rex, a LEGO minifigure, my previous video, Siege Astro Train, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a Coronation Starscream with this guy, re-releasing him at Commander with a few improvements here and there, a throne, crown, swords for him and the other Dinobots, and maybe a few other things like a cape, maybe also packing in a toy-coloured wheelie or something. And I would probably get it, because this figure is just so good. It's a must-have for any Transformers fan, even if you're not that fussed with Grimlock or the Dinobots. He also started something great with the Dinobots, and that seems to be continuing with Snarl. But that's about for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. My links in the description, so I guess that's Salut BC out. Next time is essentially just a T-Rex with feathers.